Hey everyone, this is Disha Agrawal from Universal Business School, which is affiliated to Cardiff Metropolitan University. Today, I'm here to talk on internet-fueled globalization and its consequences for business communication as part of my contemporary business communication assessment. Before this, we need to know where did internet came from. Robert E. Ken and Win Cerf introduced internet in the world on 1st January 1983. Just from connecting 13 computers, it is now more than billion of systems getting connected to the internet, which have put a great impact on the civilization. Like internet, printing press and industrial revolution has changed the business communication and productivity, which is basically, globalization refers to the change in society and the economy because of increased cultural exchange and international trade. The biggest contributor to the globalization is computer with high-speed fiber optic network that has made it possible to connect with the person sitting miles away at just one table only. Internet has reduced international barriers and traditional barriers of time-space and has created one global economy. Now, I'll be talking about the impact of internet on social media, which is putting a great impact on youngsters these days. 95% of the population of 17 to 40 these days have their accounts on social media. We people would rather prefer to order things from the advertisements shown on social media rather than purchasing it from store manually. Social media plays a significant role in everyone's life these days. We are extremely addicted to social media that 95% people of my age cannot even resist without it. Just by sitting at home, we can talk to the person sitting miles away. Not only talk, but we can see what they are doing every moment. Social media has evolved tremendously and has impacted everyone's life. Not only for personal communication, but businesses these days have adopted following different social media platforms. Companies which are actually willing to reach customers can actually invest in it, and it's worth investing. Now, it can be supported with our daily examples. Like we have this habit of using our phones for like 3 to 4 hours on social media, whether it is for Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp or any other. And if we get advertisements on such places, then we would interestingly look at it. This can be justified with the example, girls do get attracted towards some advertisements like fashion, so it's just the correct way to pitch the customers these days. Businesses need to get more connected to such platforms because they will get to know what the customers are willing to purchase and what they are ready to pay for. So it helps businesses to do internal and external research. If we see the competition these days, it's not just limited to marketing platforms like campaigns, one-to-one marketing, but it's also been expanded and has created new competition in selling your product or services by using social media platforms. And if you want to win in that, then you must have everything that can attract customers to your product directly. That can attract by putting attractive designs and considerable content. Today, the new digitalized globalization has opened opportunities for the small and medium-sized enterprises, developing countries and startups. Tens of millions of medium and small organizations have gone into exporting just by getting into relation with the globally available e-commerce companies like Alibaba, Amazon, Flipkart and many more. Around 12% of the total world goods trade is conducted through these e-commerce platforms only. Now, we have spoken enough about the impact of internet on social media, but we need to know the consequences as well. Today, massively number of businesses in the world are done through the internet. From buying a stock to a household item, it's just available at a single click. But there's always two sides of everything. So even internet also has its consequences in the global business communication. The first is bricks versus clicks. Internet sellers have shown rapid growth in their businesses since late 90s to both customers and sellers. Since internet has made things easily available sitting at home, now the total expense has been shifted to the retail stores as people have limited their shopping preferences. Few, few things that are neither available on internet has to be purchased from the retail stores only. Since the time e-commerce has come, many of the businesses have shut down due to these online offerings. Companies should have their own retail stores to get more customers. Products which customers will go and buy from another stores can buy it from your store as well. So instead of limiting your customers to the online sales, companies should focus on their retail stores as well. The second major consequence of internet is outmodedness. Advanced internet has vanished countless jobs, especially in manufacturing and consultancy. Automation in the industry has eliminated the labor work. Also, internet has affected most of the services like customer service centers where earlier a person was hired to get the issue resolved. Now, at the same time, internet has made it possible for the customers to resolve their problems on their own. One of the another major consequence of internet is lost productivity. One last way in which internet was proved inefficient is less concern for the online business doing in the world. It is estimated that half time of the working Americans goes in replying to the emails, events and web surfing. It loses the productivity of the employees as they are not getting enough time to focus on their main work. Also, when employees are not equipped with the computers, they still use their mobile data hotspot to watch the events, which create an enormous distraction in them. The communication in intra-organization has become very less. Now, I'll be talking about the English as lingua franca, which is used as a common language to do business globally. Language is a sign of ethnos, which has effects on its integration, becomes a symbol of where do you belong to. It has ethnically important function. Roughly around 6,500 total languages are spoken in the world and over 2,000 languages have less than 1,000 speakers in the world. The most popular language is Mandarin. Almost 1.2 billion of the population speaks Mandarin. Now, we need to know why do we discuss about language as a part of business communication. Language is a vocal expression that is used to communicate. It has its huge impact on the global business communication. Businesses these days are growing rapidly and are spreading to different geographical regions. Every country has its effect in the other country. One business does affect the another business in different ways. The major issue found while spreading their business was the communication gap. Different countries, regions have their different languages, but this issue is getting resolved these days. Lack of language homogeneity creates a barrier for the organization to expand. Businesses have found a solution to the problem, that is business pidgin. It's kind of lingua franca, which is mostly English. Around 1.5 billion out of 7.5 billion population of the world speaks English, that is around 20% of the total population. Lingua franca is basically a language decided by two different parties of different nation to communicate, and it cannot be either the regional language of any of the country. Businesses actually uses English as their vocal and virtual medium for communication. English is a basic language which most of the people know. It could be either their local language or not. Businesses have now entirely adopted this thing and has started operating in this language only, which is showing the positive sides by making it one place rather than different geographic regions. People can easily communicate to person sitting in some other country. Business communication has now easy flow within and outside the organization. Opportunity for the businesses has now opened more widely. Business communication has now easy flow within and outside the organization. Opportunity for the businesses to grow has opened more widely and they can earn more profits, which will improve the world economy. Now, by this, we can conclude that the influence of internet on the world has been imbued into the general public that is for all intents and purposes unimaginable for individuals to consider you more important if you're not on social media platforms. You see, we people are so very addicted to the internet that we have started taking the name of the website. If we get some task, we don't say just search it on internet. We say just Google it. Can you see the effect of internet in our life? So I just want to say that effect should be there, advancement should be there, but up to some certain limit, because anything beyond excess is harmful, even if it is internet also. Thank you so much, guys.